When celebrities do experience something offensive, fans experience a great deal of disappointment, as this disappointment takes the form of hurt, outrage, online and cancel culture. Furthermore, this disappointment can be expressed by fans in hypocritical and contradictory ways. It can also result in people finding it difficult to separate the art from the artist. We expect much more from people we admire. It hurts greatly whenever fans hear about a sexual harassment or assault allegation, an offensive remark that the celebrity said in an interview a few years ago.
I picked her up. Apparently sometimes I pick up my fans. Is that legal?
Or the celebrities having extremist political views, whether that be far right or far left. As famous people, we think they should know better than to tarnish their reputation. It can madden fans to accept that the celebrities are no different to us, despite living lavish lifestyles. Fan disappointment can also lead to cancel culture. Cancel culture is when a group of people, usually on social media, come together to openly criticise and troll a celebrity or celebrities due to a history of controversy that has surrounded them. Although trolling and cyberbullying is by no means necessary, for some people it is the only option when getting the message out there about what wrongful act the celebrity has committed. Cancel culture also involves a group of famous people being completely overlooked by the press, sometimes along discriminatory lines such as ethnic background or gender. Nowadays, cancel culture has gone too far in terms of famous people being cancelled. The problem with cancel culture is the hypocrisy. Say it puts one specific group of celebrities while ignoring others who have done the same behaviour. The press should not promote cancel culture for all its worth, but consistently report on all issues. No matter how loved or kind the celebrity is, if they've committed an act that would be considered by an everyday person as a crime, they should be held accountable. By way of example, the Me Too movement has not only accelerated, but strengthened the idea of cancel culture. It feels almost as if the mantra of Me Too is he, she, they did this to me. And as a group, we will come together to make sure they receive all the name and shame that they deserve. There is also an unspoken hypocrisy surrounding the Me Too movement that many of its pioneers have not yet addressed. This occurred when a prominent member of the movement contradicted herself, saying she doesn't support age gap relationships despite having a well-known friend who was in one, and not calling her out on it. Pouncing on the people who have done wrong will not make things better. Rather, having open, honest dialogue with people and saying, hang on, whether or not you agree or disagree, something's not quite right here, and here's why I think so. Those are the kind of conversations, whether online or offline, that build strong relationships and demands for change. Finally, fan disappointment is expressed when they are forced to separate the art from the artist, which can be difficult to do. Many fans continue to enjoy someone's work if they found out about their art before their offensiveness. An example is when a person who has not listened to Kanye West is perfectly fine with boycotting his music, having never listened to him in the first place. Multi-Grammy award-winning rapper Kanye West has been the subject of much controversy during his 20-year music career, including misogynistic, anti-Semitic and homophobic remarks. If someone was to discover an artist later due to a controversy, obviously that could be the case of not separating the art from the artist. However, it is normal to feel like there is no other choice but to separate the art from the artist if an artist being admired for so long does something that shouldn't be repeated. To some degree, it is okay to enjoy art that has been created by offensive artists. That is, if you found out about them before they committed crimes or said offensive things. That would make it much easier to separate the art from the artist. Whether a celebrity scandal is met with disappointment can only be in the hands of fans. This is due to the rarity of other people in the public eye to comment on their approval or disapproval of the situation, wanting to keep their jobs and not willing to withstand the social media trolling or ridicule by the celebrity involved. Only time will tell whether a celebrity's career can truly bounce back from the horrors of cancel culture. much like the creators of animated sitcom South Park and comedian Dave Chappelle. Some people in the spotlight are brave enough to mock political correctness in their craft without suffering the inevitable downfall of cancel culture. And that is my essay. And that's the end of my presentation. It was kind of messy, so I didn't really want to practice for it, because obviously I procrastinate a lot, but I just thought I'd give it my best shot. It's my first presentation, so it's okay, I can get away with it being a bit muddy. But yeah, thank you for not showing up. Just kidding. Thanks for watching the whole thing, and thank you, Mum, for filming, and thanks, Joe, for watching as well and giving your feedback, even though the camera didn't work. So.